welcome to the 40th episode of Directly to You. That's right, this is the 40th episode of our weekly podcast here on youtube.com/directly to you. As always, if you guys would like to support the channel, you guys can do so anywhere between $1, $10. If you guys want to support, you can do that. Also, don't forget, we are now streaming every Wednesday at 5 o'clock Eastern time.
Yep, 5 o'clock Eastern time. Also, you can support the $1 to $10 thing. He's talking about the listener support program through Anchor. Or to become a member on our channel, you can go to our channel, youtube.com/Fanax4, and pay $4.99 a month for access to exclusive emotes, gaming time with us, which means like that'll become more regular as we add more streams to the schedule and stuff like that. Like when we play Smash Brothers, priority when we play that, stuff like that.
Right.
So that's how.
And then you guys will feel all cuddly and warm and special because you'll be like, okay, you freaking these guys actually care about us because it's not like we do. It's not like just a one way, consume our stuff and that's it. So yeah, that's always good. A lot of things to talk about. Nintendo Black Friday deals. Like you were getting into the holiday season.
How are we going? Or
rather, we're already here.
I don't want to just jump into that. We got other formalities. You're not playing no games or nothing like that.
Oh yeah. I gotta act like I'm interested in you. No, I'm joking.
How dare you?
I mean, not really. As of I'm trying to think.
Fake gamer girl. Fake.
We played. Well, we played Smash and we played.
We played a lot more than just Smash. I'm upset because we didn't play Pokken. Because I was like, what are all the fighting games that are on?
Nah. I like that we didn't. Because it was like kind of even. It was like okay, we both have arms and we had what was the other one were you even at? Arms and My Hero.
Yeah, My Hero went back and forth, and then we had fighters that was like. Right. But see the thing that I find funny about Smash Brothers. Is like there's people that are like, oh yeah, Logan's confirmed way better than AJ at Smash Brothers. I'm like, not at all, like not even. It's like right now, of course, because you regularly play this game, and
it's kind of like it's kind of like if you're related to like boxing, right?
Yeah.
It's like if I'm I've been stretching. I've been
no,
shape.
Not even. You haven't been stretching. You've been sparring with people that are also on your level. Whereas me, I play Smash Brothers maybe once a month, and when I'm playing it with Bob. I'm not like regularly like stretching my muscles. I'm not really sparring.
Right. So you come back, it's like of course you're not going to be. You're out here getting winded.
Yeah, I'm over here
running out of breath.
I'm atrophied, right? Like, and it's like when I play, it's not against somebody that's like, oh, I'm getting my wind back. Like when we were playing, as we played, I'm like, okay, I'm getting the timing back. I understand how this works, but I don't regularly have that right now. So like once Ultimate comes out, it's gonna be a whole nother ball game.
Yeah, I'm excited.
And
everybody's gearing up and getting ready.
And it's like that was confirmed by the fact that like because we all know like both of us are competitive in that way. You would have doubled down if you actually thought that you were better than me at Smash Brothers. You wouldn't be like, oh no, you're trash, blah blah blah. But you're like, no, clearly this is not normal performance.
yeah, exactly. Exactly. I'm not gonna blame. I'm completely just trashing because I don't hold my tongue with that kind of thing anyway. So I'm not like if it's somebody I'm like just absolutely
like if you're confident that that's the truth, you're gonna be like yeah, you're trash, blah blah blah.
Right.
Kind of like how I was with fighters.
Exactly.
But yeah, like that's what that situation is. Like right now, yeah, you're seasoned right now. Like you're in your prime still. I'm over here not having my Wii U in my house for 2 years, and even then, like just playing it against people that are whack. And Dan's okay.
Yeah, I haven't been playing much, to be honest.
I've been playing Pokemon because I want to play Pokemon. Well, obviously, the Pokemon Let's Go hype is real. So I'm like, you know what? Right. I need to play a Pokemon game. So I'm going to play Pokemon Yellow. And that started as a thing of like, because I'm working on a Pokemon video. And I wanted to kind of like remind myself of a lot of like the Pokemon Yellow specific things. That'll like be evolved in Let's Go but they're going to borrow from, stuff like that. And yeah, I mean, I like that game, but it's not it's not very good in a lot of ways. There's just a lot of like weird, dumb decisions in it. Also, while we're talking trash about our YouTube friends, Bob like continuously talks about how Pokemon is not hard. I put in quotes because I mean, like, realistically, it's not. It's not like this thing that like people like to act like Smash Bros. I mean, like Pokemon is Dark Souls or something. Like if you're playing it right, quote unquote, you know, like the competitive players.
Yeah.
But how he plays is definitely, it's the easiest way to play, but it's the dumbest way to play. Like he beat Yellow. I think his time was like 40 hours, and that's because like he like brute forces his way through the game, where it's like, oh, I'm under leveled, but I have however much money, so I'm just going to use all my potions to like play through the game.
No, I mean, I used to play even worse than that. Like I used to play like back when, you know, I had regularly dug into the games. I'd have like one super powerful Pokemon and everybody else like weak. And I was like, I used to be terrible as far as like, you know, because once you take out that guy, the rest of them, it's like, okay, well.
Yeah, it's like that. That's,
exactly.
that's a bad way to do it. And it's like, the reason why I bring that up is his completion time for that was 40 hours. It takes about.
That's light.
That's ridiculous. Like if you have to, I would say it probably takes 40 hours to complete the game. Like catch all 151 Pokemon. Maybe 40 hours to complete the game. But just to beat the Elite Four, he took 40 hours. And it's because he's not playing it efficiently. He's not like, he doesn't have a good team. He just is like relying on a select few, and then also relying on buying items and all that stuff to revive himself and do all that. Which is wasting a lot of time. Also, to be fair, like he also is like getting spun around in 18 different directions because everybody's like, I'm a Pokemon expert. This is what you need to do. And I'm like, no. Just, you know, because you got to meet it in the middle. You got to like play the game in a way that's entertaining to watch, which most people are not thinking about. Most people are thinking like, oh, well, I play this game because I grind and blah. Like, no, that's not entertaining. He needs to be able to like play the game efficiently, but also not.
Right, exactly. Not a snooze fest for those that are watching.
Right.
You know, and you know, you don't have the luxury of, if it was just like a leisurely thing, where I mean, it is, but at the same time, you want to produce content people can enjoy. So if it was just like a thing where it's like, okay, I'm gonna just play this just to do it, then yeah, of course you can, you know, do whatever.
That said, I'm halfway through the game and I'm on about I'd say 6 hours, and I'm halfway through. So yeah, he's not very good at the game. But yeah, we'll revisit that when Let's Go comes out, and we'll see how poorly he does in that.
Excited, man. So I mean, I guess like thoughts going into, you know, we're getting down to the final days. Like, what are your like like you just super hype, or you know,
I'm hyped, man. I'm
mindset
like,
right now going into this Let's Go?
I'm hyped. I know that a lot of people are like against the game and all that stuff and blah blah blah. But I know what it's going to be, and I accept it for that. And there's a lot of stuff about Pokemon that I like that have nothing to do with the competitive scene.
Good. See, and that's the thing. Like the fact that you're like, okay, you know, this is what it's going to be. I'm a lower my, you know, I'm not going to have like these crazy hopes, you know, or anything like that. Like I know what this is. I know what this is. And,
I'm not going to necessarily say the hopes are crazy. It's just like, people viewing Pokemon for less than what it actually is because of what it is just to them. Like Pokemon isn't just about like, oh, it's this hardcore competitive game. Like, no, that's not what it is. It's a freaking game about colorful animals that say their name and just their name. You know, so it's like there's going to be parts of it that are just like, you know, like the like cutesy, like you walk around with your best pal, you know, like that type of crap. And it's like you got to accept it with that at the same time, because they're not just making the game for you. If anything, they're making it more so, and I mean the game overall, like all the games, more so for the people that don't really get that deep into the EVs and the IVs and all that stuff. Like that's there for the people that enjoy it, but it's never been the focus of any game. So like for that reason, like I really like more of the whole picture of Pokemon. I like the world of Pokemon. And I like the battle mechanics and like how competitive it can be, but I'm happy to have something that's not like where that's not the only thing that's good, quote unquote, about the game, right? Where I'm not trying to play it and say like, oh man, I just need to like hurry up and rush through this story that they spent however many hours, like man hours working on, just so I can get to the end of the game and battle people. You know, like that's not as interesting as it could be. So I'm glad that they spent a lot of time focusing on the other aspect of the game and made it like, you know, more cinematic and all that stuff.
Right, and you know, going into that as far as like, you know, having different avenues of what Pokemon is, introducing this side to the masses and gauging the reception of, because I believe, like we said time and time again, these games are going to do well, of course.
Right.
But exposing this side where it's like this is a different aspect, I feel like this is going to be put into the forefront of the mainline games even more. So it's like we'll see more of these mechanics inside next year's Pokemon game. And in my opinion, I feel like that's where it would go. You know, like they're going to see, okay, people like this. And even though it's not going to be, you know, that's not going to be the full focus of the next game, we're definitely going to show more of that. Or maybe it'll be focused into, you know, in a smaller portion. But I think combining these two ideas would be pretty cool.
Yeah. Agreed.
But you suck. Like, I'm joking. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to play.
I'm ready. Oh yeah. Also, I mean, I'm not gonna like promote this yet because I still don't know. Still in limbo as far as like time and date and all that stuff because I'm not sure about that on our end. As far as like if we want to stream something else or whatever. We've been tossing around an idea of streaming Pokemon and me and Justin battling out in that because I'm just like the heel of the Nintendo community where it's like our community, like the Wolf Den plus Fanatics 4, like, you know, like that whole thing. Everybody's just out from my head at all times. So Justin is like, I'm going to destroy you in Pokemon. I'm like, okay, all right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's another thing that to look forward to.
I'll definitely, that'll be entertaining to watch.
Yeah.
That'd be entertaining to watch. I'm like, okay, all right, let's do it. Because I'm no match in that realm. And I'm not, I'd happily spectate on that, on that match. That'd be cool. And speaking of spectate,
what?
Don't just be a spectator this holiday season. Get in there and get a part of these deals. Be a part of these deals. Don't just sit on the sidelines window shopping. People, there's a lot of things going on this holiday season and a lot of deals that you guys should definitely be a part of. And what are these deals, you might ask?
I'm disappointed.
What?
Because you literally backtracked from something that would have been a lot more natural. You said, I know. That would be cool. Speaking of spectate, you know, like that is freaking, you're fired.
Let me steer the ship. Can I steer the ship in the podcast? Nintendo Switch Mario Kart Deluxe bundle. Now, a lot of you guys, now, if you guys don't have a Switch yet, which I don't know why, I don't know, you guys are crazy. Sorry, that was my notification. I just tweeted that I didn't tweet all day. But anyways, yeah, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, awesome freaking improvement upon what we got on the Wii U. If you guys are interested in Mario Kart, don't have a Switch, then they're just sweet Nintendo Switch bundle with Mario Kart for $300, which includes Neon Switch along with digital codes for Mario Kart Deluxe, and that is at Best Buy, Target, and Walmart that are all offering that bundle. But
right. And that one's by far, I would say, the best value of any Switch deal that we've seen so far for Black Friday, because all of the other bundles are the price of the console plus the game. But this you just get Mario Kart for free.
Yeah, you're getting baseline price, and you're getting an additional game for free, essentially. And then yeah, freaking.
I mean, either way you look at it, either you're getting the console cheaper or you're getting the game for free. You know,
yeah,
so it's like, you're getting something for free. You're saving money somewhere. And then there's a bunch of games.
I'm just run through some of the list of like the. I guess we can like take turns on. I'll run through the bet. Wait, let me see.
Yeah, there's like
I guess these are all Best Buy. Okay, no,
for context, this is from an article on Fanatics4.com. Written
yeah,
by
make sure you guys check out the website for content you won't even see on the YouTube videos or YouTube channel in general, because you know you can see different things posted. Thank you, Justin. Shout out to him. Anyway, so these are the games you can get for $19.99 at Best Buy. Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle, Namco Museum Arcade Pack, Lego The Incredibles, America's Greatest Game Shows, Wheel of Fortune, and Jeopardy! Mutant Football Mutant Football League Dynasty Edition, Sports Party, LA Noir, Rocket League Unlimited Edition, Super Bomberman R, Portal Knights, Scribblenauts Showdown, Hunting Simulator, Scribblenauts Mega Pack, and Portal Knights. Now, if you're like me, you're probably asking, what's the difference between Scribblenauts Showdown and Scribblenauts Mega Pack? Mega Pack sounds way awesomer. Way more awesome
Mega Pack
than
comes
Showdown.
with,
I don't know.
I think Mega Pack comes with more than one game, and then the first one that you said is a new game that kind of fell flat on its face. Nobody cared about it.
Everybody get Mega Pack. No, I'm joking. So yeah, that was a good $19.99 for all those games I just listed. On to the a little bit more pricey, but definitely worth $24.99. Undertale, which because you can get that on eShop for like what?
Yeah, but it's the physical version, and
okay, okay. All right, so if you're
you're one of those. If you're one of those.
Undertale. Just Dance 2019, Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. That's something that a lot of people were hyped over when that first dropped, and now you can get it for half the price. Carnival Games, Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection, Mega Man Legacy Collection 1 and 2, Mega Man X Legacy Collection 1 and 2. I think I have a history of more of the Mega Man X over the Mega Man just regular.
Get X. Don't get the other one.
Hasbro Game Night, Sonic Forces Standard Edition, Sonic Forces Bonus Edition, and Shining Resonance Refrain. That's actually what I'm gonna I might get that. Draconic Launch Edition.
Don't you
have
that?
Well.
You have that game.
Awesome.
We got that for free.
Oh, did we?
Yes. I think we did. Didn't you? I could have sworn that I sent you a code for that. I don't know.
No, we get a lot of JRPGs for free. Yeah. On to the $30 deals. FIFA 19, NBA 2K19, Lego DC Supervillains, Payday 2, Dragon Ball Fighters, Nickelodeon Car Racers, Hello Neighbor, Overcooked 2, Farming Simulator. Really? Farming Simulator? Anyway, Tennis World Tour. Okay. Moving right along to the $34.99 games. Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate, Sushi Striker, The Way of the Sushido, Fire Emblem Warriors, Starlink Battle for Atlas Starter Pack.
That's crazy.
That is. It just dropped.
Yeah.
And then
I think that's more. That's like $80, or it was. It's like $70, $80 that it launched at. So that's crazy.
Yeah, that's an insane deal, guys. Jump on that if you guys are interested. That'd be awesome. $39.99 games. Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, Kirby Star Allies, Bayonetta 2 plus Bayonetta, and Valkyria Chronicles 4. Sorry.
Then accessories and all that stuff. Still at Best Buy. Up to 40% off select Nintendo Switch accessories. SanDisk 64GB micro SD XC memory card for Nintendo Switch. $17.99. Do not buy that. Go to Amazon for that. And then
you get it much cheaper.
25% off Starlink toys.
All right. Walmart, you can go to Nintendo's. You can get Nintendo Switch / Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. We already said that.
Yeah, we already talked
for
about
$300. As we said before, that's the same Best Buy and Target, no matter what. $17. Now this is at Walmart. $17 Lego Worlds South Park: The Fractured Butthole. Wow, that's crazy.
That is.
$25 games include Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy, Carnival Games, Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle, Just Dance 2019, Rocket League Ultimate Edition, Dragon Ball Fighters, Nickelodeon Kart Racers, Big Buck Hunter Arcade, Lego Marvel Superheroes 2, Scribblenauts Mega Pack, and Legos The Incredibles 2. I'm not going to run through. Guys, if you want to see all these deals, all these different Black Friday discount, you
just
can
go to FNAF4.com. There's a
FNAF4.com.
lot of weird discrepancies there. I don't understand why Justin put all of them. Justin,
I was gonna say,
future reference, just put the best deals. Because there's one on here that's Mario plus Rabbids. And I believe you just said Walmart had it for $25, but Best Buy has it for $20. So just tell people the one that's cheaper. Okay?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I had a feeling, I was like, man, this is going to, as I was reading, I was like, this is getting repetitive to the listeners. They probably don't. I was like, if you guys want to check it out, go to the fanatics4.com, check out the
So Black Friday, what are your thoughts on that? Do you bother?
As far as what the
like, do you go out and say, I'm gonna get on these deals?
For certain things, I'll definitely jump at certain things like that. Like I just said, like certain RPGs and stuff like that. That would look pretty interesting. I remember when I was wanting to get my PS4. I think it was. I was like, yes. Freaking went to Walmart. It was chaotic. Haven't been to Black Friday freaking thing in such a long time. But I remember like a few years ago, I definitely was a part of that. Less so now, but
Yeah.
I think there's definitely a place for it. I like it.
I usually don't. And if it is like, I don't go out and do it, but I know people that usually like AC usually goes out for Black Friday and he'll say like, hey, they have this and I know you were interested in getting this. You want me to pick it up? I'm like, yeah, you can do that. But for the most part, as far as like what I personally go out of my way to do, or not go out of my way even, like I go for Cyber Monday because it's like pretty much the same stuff, you know, but it's just like I can do it on Amazon and call it a day.
I got to risk getting punched in the face.
Yeah, exactly. For a TV or whatever.
The freaking lines and the chaotic madness. Oh, man.
The only thing that I'm holding out for on Black Friday is an SD card because I need a 400 gigabyte. I missed out on the deal. I forgot what I was doing. I was away from my computer. My internet wasn't working. Something that I couldn't get the deal that they had on the 400 gigabyte. And I definitely need that because I have too many Switch games and not enough space.
I think I got to check actually, but I think I'm at like 50-some gigs left on my Switch.
I have around that. But the problem is that happens after deleting a bunch of stuff that I probably am going to return to. But it's just like, I'm not going to super immediately return to it. So I'm taking it out. You know, like that's where I just rather not do that. I want to organically delete stuff where it's like, I'm never going to play this. I'll delete that.
Yeah.
But not delete it because I have to, you know? So. That's more so what I'm worried about. Like I have more than enough space for the rest of the stuff that's coming out for the foreseeable future. But I just want to be future proof for the rest of all time. You know what I mean?
Yes, that is true. And the Switch will be future proof if it added some more streaming services in some way. And speaking of the things the Switch can do, you know, there's a lot of consoles that Nintendo had prior to the Switch that did a lot of things better. And funny enough, you brought that up in your video this week with Bad. And that was a really good video you guys put together. I liked, like we mentioned, the streaming services and the collabs that were done in Nintendo's history with the GameCube and things like that we really don't see nowadays. That's something that, could you see them possibly trying to, with as successful as the Switch is, you know, is that right around the corner?
I definitely think that's what they're going to do. Like, I feel like they needed a console where it was the best of both worlds. Because with the GameCube, like, they did a lot of weird stuff because it was like, oh, well, Hail Mary, you know, like, this isn't doing super well. So let's just do, like, we'll do F-Zero and give it to Sega. And we'll do Soul Calibur and put Link in it. I was about to say Zelda the boy. But yeah, stuff like that. But they kind of shied away from that since. There's been glimmers of that, you know, with Hyrule Warriors and Fire Emblem Warriors and Bayonetta having Star Fox skins and all that stuff. But there hasn't really been anything where it's like, hey, we haven't made a mother game in forever. Here, Square Enix, make a mother game, you know, stuff like that, like where they lend out their IP to make their third parties take on that franchise or just like make a third party game that like has a lot of Nintendo flair, you know, stuff like that. Also, you know, like the straight up collaborations, like I said before, which they do a little bit of, but not as nearly as much as they used to on the GameCube.
I feel, you know, and that's the thing. I feel as though, not exactly from the perspective of like, okay, we're gonna do a lot of collaborations because it hasn't been done yet with the Switch, but as far as like an experimental vibe, I feel like Nintendo's back in that space where they were with the GameCube. Like they were very experimental with a lot of things that they were trying to do, like with the like throwing out like IPs and, you know, and getting these third parties onto the GameCube back then as well. I feel like we're kind of seeing that again reemerge itself onto the Switch. Like there's a lot of experimentation going on with this console, and we're seeing a lot of things being pushed out to the forefront. Like we really don't know what we're gonna get, and I feel like the GameCube had that as well. That's always interesting to see.
Yeah, that's definitely my favorite part about the GameCube.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm like, okay, all right.
Everything
history's repeating itself. I like that.
Right. Except for, fortunately, it's already outselling.
I know. I love it. I love that.
So
I love that.
It's looking like the best of all worlds on that front.
Yeah, and it just means like, you know, the longevity of Switch is going to be here for a very long time, and I'm all for that. The freaking, you know, the fewer instances where I got to go out and buy another you know, piece of hardware, I'm cool with.
Yeah.
But I'm cool that this thing's getting supported and backed the way it is.
Same. But
So
I just want them to like go crazy with their ideas on Switch and like just because like a lot of people like to complain about stuff like that where it's like the last console did this, so why can't this one? So just do all of it.
Right, exactly. Yeah, don't give people that begin. Yeah, exactly. The Wii U had Netflix and things like that. I didn't use, but it had it.
It had voice chat. It sounds terrible, but it had it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and that speaks to another thing because I'm guilty of having like feeling that type of way as well. It's like for certain aspects. But yeah, like it's like rather than have a system do one thing well, people were like, okay, I want it to be this all-inclusive thing, and it has to do none of these things perfectly, but as long as it has it, it's fine with me. Like like as long who cares if the voice chat sucks? It has it exists.
Yeah,
and I like that it exists.
I definitely like the approach that they took, where it's like, nah, we're gonna have a like upside down triangle on this one, where it's like, hey, we're gonna approach it from make the gaming as good as it possibly can be, like hit that mark as solidly as we can, and then once we feel like that is self-sustaining and we don't really have to pay as much close attention to it to keep the library growing at a constant rate, then they're like, okay, now we can start getting our eggs in a row and on that other level of like, okay, now we can set up Netflix and YouTube and Hulu and all that stuff, and voice chat and blah blah. Which I mean, on a like similar note to that, they did in their recent investors meeting, they did mention that they're still, I mean, as if anybody with a brain couldn't guess that, but they are building out more on Switch Online and thinking about how they can increase the value of it. So I think that's going to be a big piece of that puzzle too, where it's like we'll see more innovations in that realm, and also like increasing the value of it through, they did speak on like more physical rewards and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing that I know we spoke about in several videos where it was like, okay, well, even though this is a new thing, so it's going to get improved upon as time goes on. And like I said, like that was this year was the rollout for that, and then next year will be the year was like, okay, here's the extra features that we're going to offer you, and it's going to get fleshed out over time. But people are so quick to jump the gun, and where things are like in this day and age, everything's like immediate. They want everything to be quality from jump, and from things to not take their time to get to a certain level. But
yeah, because they think that just because it exists elsewhere, that it's easy to set up again, or not even again.
You can easily replicate that easily.
Exactly. Like the Xbox has had computer infrastructure for years. Like they have their own line together. Why can't you? Forget the fact that they're a multi-billion-dollar software company, and that's what they focus on is online infrastructure, and what they have focused on for decades. They did it, you can too. It's like, nobody really thinks about that.
It's just not fair. And speaking of not fair, this comment is not fair. I want to see what you guys think. It's always appreciated when you guys leave your comments and leave your thoughts. We really do appreciate it.
That for Grimhane. Nobody appreciates.
Some of you guys get a little winded here. Grimhane goes on. This is gonna be a Herculean effort. Grimhane writes in his novel. He says, SNES, hands down favorite. The Switch is getting there, but needs third-party support to push it to first place. As to what Switch can learn from the previous generations of Nintendo systems, aside from third-party support, which Nintendo can only influence so much, I'm going to expand on what Bob said. Give us a comfortable controller with a good D-pad. The Joy-Cons aren't comfortable for anyone to use in a lot of games, especially if those games require quick reactions. This is because of their size and button layout. They're fine for more relaxed games, though many will need a grip for them. The SNES saw a huge improvement in control design over the NES, gone with the sharp edges and in with the curves that would come to be the way we thought of all future tech being. Those controllers could still be improved upon. Unfortunately, the implementation of 3D gaming in its infancy for controls meant meant that the N64 controls took a step forward but 2 steps back. Adding grip was good, even if they were less ideally placed and shaped. The issue was all the extras that came with the 3D, most notably camera controls. The GameCube did a lot to improve this further, but was still a bit of a mess in terms of getting everything where it should be. Then we have the Wii and Wii U. For all the good that came from the Wii, the controller certainly something we should controller certainly something we should never go back to. As far as the Wii U is concerned, the gamepad essentially became the Switch, while the Pro Controller for the Wii U is the obvious inspiration for the Switch Pro Controller. Sadly, Nintendo barely did anything to change the Switch Pro Controller. It's easier to hold and has a camera button because the Switch supports screenshots that way, but you could use the Wii Pro Controller with Switch games and get 99.99% of the gameplay, excluding any games that actually use one button. Return the D-pad as the primary place for our thumb to rest. Make the asymmetrical controller, which allows for the left stick to still be usable with that change. The right stick of the Pro Controller could also use some tweaking. Maybe put the right stick in the middle of the buttons, spacing them out so they're more easy to hit without accidentally moving the right thumbstick. This will let your right thumb slide, let your right thumb rest on the stick and strike the buttons as needed. Though button combos like BX or YA would be impossible, I can't recall many games that relied on those. And they could be remapped to YB, XA, or any number of possibilities. Finally, give us a regular controller. It doesn't need to be a premium, so they can still sell the Pro Controller, but something better than the Joy-Con. And yes, I get that the Joy-Con are one of those big things Nintendo's excited about with Switch, but they have the limitations. It really sounds like Grimhane just hates the Joy-Cons altogether.
No, I see what he's saying. It's definitely not like this universal thing, because it's like, I don't like playing like certain games handheld mode. I'm not going to say I don't like playing them handheld mode. They're not like my preferred way to play. Like, I'll usually play like something like Dragon Ball Fighters and be like, if I want to disrespect you, then I'm going to play a handheld mode. It's like, oh, now I was like trying to hurt your feelings. I'm going to play this handheld mode. But outside of that, it's like, I would say fighters are really the only time that I don't feel comfortable.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna go into that. Going into Smash for Ultimate, I am not using a Joy-Con for that. That's just not happening. And I think that's a perfect example. Yeah, it's like these Joy-Cons, they just don't have the, I just wouldn't feel confident going into Smash with that. And he definitely described a lot of it. That's I agree, man. Like you said, return the D-pad as the primary place. That'd be.
I don't know about that either.
You don't think that would be nice?
I don't know about that, because it's like the D-pad's not always the primary input. Like, there's a lot of games that don't even use the D-pad for movement or anything like that. Like,
true.
Most modern games use the D-pad for UI these days. Like, whether it be like something in Zelda where it's like a quick
right. You're mapping button, your weapons,
stuff like that. For 2D game, like stuff like Shovel Knight and all this stuff. Like, that's cool. But maybe do it so that it's more modular in that way. Like how the Pro Controllers. Not Pro Controllers, but like the Xbox Elite controller is modular, but like make it more modular than that, where it's like not just, oh, you rather use this analog. It's no, this game requires the D-pad, so I want to put my D-pad here and my analog here. Because
now that I think about it, like for a game that's like an open world, I like using the D-pad for that. Like that'd just be gross.
Yeah,
like I would just feel bad. Like I wouldn't like that at all.
Yeah, so I know why, and I understand why they do that, where the D-pad is not the primary like place on the controller, because the D-pad is not the most used input anymore.
Right.
But having a controller where it is the primary is useful. Like the SN30 Pro, I know Bob talks about that controller a lot. That's useful for people that play a lot of platformers, and more specifically like 2D platformers, and fighters. But it's not useful for and not even every fight, because Smash Brothers doesn't use the D-pad either for attacks or movement. So
that's why playing with a Wiimote sideways was just freaking blasphemous. It was crazy to do that.
Yeah.
I was like, no, terrible.
But that's the thing that's cool about Switch. Like, its form factor is like it perfectly lends itself to being modular. Like,
right.
I think that they could do stuff like that with the Switch, just as long as they can figure out how to do it and make it good and also cheaper. Because, like I said in my my genius prediction, my psychic moment with the hoary D-pad Joy-Con, where it's like, yeah, like, these are super specific cases where it's like, I want to play Shovel Knight, but I also like want to use my I want to play it in handheld mode. So I just need a D-pad. That's what I need. I don't need the HD rumble. I don't need the motion controls. I don't need wireless play because I'm playing in handheld. I don't need any of that. I just need the D-pad. So I'm going to take that and put that on there. Like stuff like that.
Right.
So that's my take on that.
All right. Going on to the Jesse McCowan comment. McCowan comment. They go on to say, like, how do you call the Switch a handheld yet mention consoles? LOL.
No, he said like. That's not a question. He's saying like how.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Their comment rather. Great video, though I do believe the topic of what could be improved has been done to death. Like, we know why there's no virtual console. Devs are releasing games themselves, like the Mega Man Collection. We know why Joy-Cons don't have a D-pad. We know why there is no upgradable dock. Nintendo doesn't want to confuse non-gamer parents that buy stuff for their kids and to not alienate their player base. Also, an upgradable dock that potentially can make a game dock play only defeats the entire purpose, design philosophy of the Nintendo Switch, you idiots.
So I already responded to this, and more or less what I said, I want to get your take on it though, but more or less what I said was hard disagree with every point that he said, because it's like consoles that do have virtual console, like 3DS is the first example that came to mind for me. That has virtual console, but guess what? The Mega Man Legacy Collection is also on 3DS. Imagine that. Like, whoa, never would have guessed that crap, right? The thing about like Nintendo's design philosophy for Switch, that's already been thrown out the window in terms of like certain devs choosing, like opting to only use a portion of what the Switch does. Like, that's up to them if they want to split their player base like that. Giving them the power to do so is Nintendo's, if anything, that accomplishes their goal, because they want to have as many games on their platform as they possibly can. They just can't right now, like I said in the video, they've said that they want to have their ecosystem similar to Steam, and everything is on Steam. So if they can have the option to have every game that developers make on their platform, I think they're going to go with that option. So I don't know. I don't think that they're that pretentious about it. Where it's like, we don't want anybody making games that only limit you to dock play, because there's already games that limit you to handheld play. So, like on that end. And then as far as like confusing parents, Nintendo has no problem with confusing parents. Look no further than the 3DS family.
Yeah, true. And the branding that was the Wii U, that was like, if you were an untrained eye with that, you're just like, I don't know what I'm getting here. Okay, well, we'll see. Also the comment on the upgradable dock.
Yeah.
Again, that goes into the point of what you were saying, where it's like, if developers felt like, if they want to make a game that's like, okay, I want to put this on Switch, I want to put this on, for their console, but this is a powerhouse. I want, and
right.
I also don't feel like, that's I understand that. It's like, oh, this is their vision with the Switch, as it were, to have this, to be able to, but at the same time, they're able to do that if they should choose to.
The main issue, and I don't, again, like, Jesse, he's a, he watches the videos pretty regularly. I talk to him in like the Wolf Den streams and stuff like that. Like, he's cool. But the main reason why I took issue with this comment is because it like felt like how the Smash Brothers community approaches Smash Brothers, where it's like they see perceived through lines and they say, okay, this is written law, right? Where they're like, oh, Nintendo hasn't done a powered up dock, so therefore they're against it. But in reality, if they were actually against it, they would have never did the R&D and they would have never patented the tech. You know, like they have patents to make this happen. So they thought about it, you know?
Right.
Like it's just like that sort of thing. And nowhere have they said the reason why they're not doing virtual console. They never said that. We know to an extent why they don't have the Joy-Con that come in the box, like for instance, why they're not like that, because they want to have them mirrored. But on the same token, nobody's saying that the Joy-Con that come in the box should have a D-pad. We're just saying they should offer an official option that's like the Hori D-pad separately.
Yeah.
Because again, it's not like they're against having accessories, you know?
Exactly. In fact, they love having, you know, they love
yes,
them.
Exactly.
They love them. So it's like that, you know, that would just go against, you know, like, funny enough, that just goes against their, what do you say, their philosophy.
Yeah, what they actually do in practice, not like what you
think
their values are. It's like they actually do this pretty often.
Yeah. Sickly 2 goes on to say, 1, more app support, i.e. streaming. 2, more retro games. We'll gladly buy them. 3, make the dock more than just a charging HDMI port. While we aren't likely to see a performance boost due to the way things work, and an upscaler would mostly be a waste of R&D, you could add things like a capture card for a Twitch stream or a YouTube video uploading. They could build a dock with a HDD SDD bay for more game storage, add the Ethernet port, and maybe even some cross-platform docking for those things like Game Boy Link. There's plenty of room for R&D with a dock, and it would be a shame to see it relegated to a charging video output.
Yeah, no, I disagree with the with that. Well, with the end of it, because there already has been R&D done. Like I said, there's already been R&D. We already see the patents. We know that they were looking into or continue to look into how to utilize the dock to get more power out of the Switch. We know that they want to have the console that you own be able to be powered by other accessories or consoles potentially that you buy in the future to power up each other.
So yeah, that was put out like before the Switch is even before it was even released.
Yeah,
we knew of this. You know, these were official.
It's not even like a Nintendo exclusive thing. Like accessories that power up consoles are nothing new. Nintendo has done it in the past with, like I said in the video, the Nintendo 64 DD or with the expansion pack. Computer companies do it with external GPUs. You know, like there's how Microsoft handles their additional computing power through the cloud, stuff like that. Like, and Nintendo already does that, you know, where there's there's a couple of games already that are like the current gen equivalent to the games that stream through the cloud. Like, they're not against souping up their hardware. It's definitely not something that they're against doing. It's just whether or not they're going to or not. But It's not like this philosophical thing of like, we're against doing it because it's impossible. It's clearly not impossible.
Exactly. Nothing's impossible. Besides beating me in Smash Bros. Oh! No, joke. Okay, so, I mean, I guess for my video this week, we kind of went into some bundles as far as the Black Friday, like the intro of the podcast episode.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of Switch bundles out here. There's a lot.
Not as much as I would have thought there would be, though.
Were there? I'm trying to think if there was like any.
Because this year, at least in America, is the first that we've seen like real custom Switch bundles. You know, like the Pokemon and Diablo and Smash Brothers. Which the Smash Brothers, let's not even acknowledge.
Greatest bundle ever.
But
Did I don't think we've ever had like there was never I don't think like the Wii U had any of this like this.
the Wii U had the one that I can think of is the Wind Waker bundle.
Oh yeah.
That was like a custom decal situation. But
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
they don't do that often with their home consoles. I don't think.
I was gonna say, but the Switch is like, man, freaking
They did.
bundle. And you know it's kind of cool. Like the only thing that beats these, well, so far, but I wonder if the Switch is gonna ever have like as many as the 3DS does. 3DS is
Or any of their
ridiculous.
handhelds, really.
I mean,
like,
yeah, exactly.
Their handhelds is really where they like dedicate the like special edition energy to. Like
the freaking Link Between Worlds, the 3DS, beautiful.
There's several Zelda 3DS. It's crazy, you know. Like I think there's more Zelda 3DS bundles than there are like Mario, which is insane.
Wow, that's crazy.
Because I think there's the Hylian Shield, there's the Link Between Worlds, there's the Majora's Mask one. I believe there's an Ocarina of Time bundle for 3DS.
Yeah, they just
There's like a good
crap
5 plus Zelda
crap
3DS consoles.
I think Pokemon might be number 2.
Pokemon has a good amount too.
Yeah.
Because
But
they had the Pikachu one, they had the Pokeball. They have a couple of Pikachu ones. They had the Pokeball.
Exactly.
They have the Charizard and Blastoise one.
Mm-hmm. X and Y.
Yeah.
Sun and Moon. Freaking
Freaking
crazy.
Yeah, well, then again, yeah. Now that we think about it, Pokemon probably wins that battle because there's usually if there's one custom one, there's 2 usually. So yeah, Pokemon probably wins out on that.
Pokemon just running the handheld market. That period.
Yes.
All right. So you guys' comments for the video. I mean, your takeaway from just how many bundles there are. Now initially I was like okay, all right, 10. But then I was like, wait. The Pokemon ones are the same. I'm not separating those 2.
Oh yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna make those one, and then we're freaking. That'd be stupid. Like 7 and 6. But why are they different?
Something being stupid and you doing it.
It's like 7
That's on
and
brand.
It's like 7 and 6. Pikachu 7 and Eevee 6 because everybody else is going Pikachu. I'm gonna be different. Yeah. So I mean, I want to see what you guys think about these bundles.
You know what's funny?
What?
Everybody says like I'm going to go with this version because everybody's going with that version because I want to be different. But literally everybody that says they're doing it to be different is the same as the people that's saying they want to be different. So that's like a looping hypocrisy into infinity. Like it's crazy.
That's hilarious. And yeah, exactly. There's so many people that had that same quest to be different.
Yeah, it's like I'm going to be different. So I'm going to do the thing that everybody that thinks they're different is going to do.
That's hilarious. I'll be different. And read these. I have no.
That's not
idea.
different at all.
Man, these segues are getting
trash.
I need to get back into the segue routine. All right, I need to. J Bell 17 says the Pokemon bundles are great. Splatoon and Mario Digital Bundle would be next for me. Those nice Joy-Cons. Also, it'd be cool to see if they do a Luigi's Mansion Switch bundle, and hopefully the next Pokemon game has an even better dock and Joy-Con setup. That'd be awesome. I'd love to see Luigi's Mansion for a freaking for a bundle. That'd be awesome. I think Luigi deserves that too.
You know, it'd be dope for a Luigi's Mansion bundle, but they're probably not going to do it because it's off-brand for Luigi, but on-brand for the time that the game's probably going to come out and probably should come out.
Well, what are they going to do?
A purple and orange Switch.
That'd be dope.
Bundle.
That'd be dope. I can see that. Like, yeah, purple and orange, and then if they have like a few like ghosts just like splattered throughout the freaking. That'd be cool. That'd be awesome.
Like on the back of it, yeah.
I'm like, you know what? This is my favorite doc. Like, period. That'd be cool. Also, J-Bell brings up the next Pokemon game for next year. Like, if they would, they're going to.
Yeah, of course. Also, Nintendo, product provide, please. Nintendo.
Yeah, product provide, please. please. So, yeah, I wholeheartedly agree. That'd be awesome. I'm definitely excited to see what that Pokemon will look like. It's gonna be freaking sick. It's gonna blow the other ones out of the water. Eric Henley, he's a reoccurring. He's actually a member.
He's a member.
He's a member. Which you guys
we didn't even mention that with Grimhane. Grimhane is also a member.
Grimhane's also a member as well.
Shout out.
I think Jermaine joined when we were streaming, actually.
Yes.
Yes, he
and
did.
You can too. Every Wednesday, 5 p.m. Eastern Time. This week, streaming Mario Party. It's going to be the battle of the century.
I love that. I love that plug. That plug was awesome. Eric Henley goes on to say, our buddy, I'd like to see the 2019 Pokemon bundle with the dock completely painted like a Pokeball. Either that or just a more straight forward Nintendo custom Joy-Cons. That way, I don't have to pay $150+ for a custom SNES or EST. Yeah. So I think that's a good idea as well.
Those Etsy bundles are freaking ridiculous. They look cool, but they are expensive. It's crazy.
I would freaking a dock completely painted like a Pokeball. I'd throw away my dock, but I don't need this. I need that dock right there. I need that. I need it.
I need another dock also. It's just how my setup is, I got a streaming setup and then I got my TV over there.
Yeah.
Like if I could just have another dock where my actual TV that I watch that is not work related. If I could have a dock over there, that'd be dope.
Exactly.
So I need me
that'd be cool.
dock.
Definitely needs to happen. Matthew Madruga. Sorry if I'm messing up your last name, man. Smash is best, hands down. It's sad that Diablo didn't even get that treatment. The front art isn't even from their old school designs. You can make the ultimate Smash one, just have to pay $400 for just the Switch. LOL. I mean,
the Smash one is trash.
The Smash is not the best.
I'm sorry. The Smash one should have been last on the list.
Smash is not the best. Honestly, it's not the
Almost
best.
disliked the video when I saw it wasn't last on the list.
Yeah, Smash is not the best bundle, and that's coming from we love Smash Brothers. We played it for an hour and a half on stream. We love that series, but that's just terrible. It's like, spin on it.
Yeah.
Terrible. Caleb TV goes on to say, you didn't mention the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe bundle for Black Friday 2018.
That's true.
It's $300 and comes with a free game, so I'd recommend that if you want to go through the crowds on Black Friday. Other than that, good list. I love all the bundles because each comes with a cool design. That's very true, Caleb. But don't worry, we rectified that in the beginning of the podcast when we talked about the Black Friday deals. But thank you for checking me on that. Thank you. Appreciate it, because it's important information that people need to hear about. And there you go. Like I said, if you guys want to have the Black Friday freaking Mario Kart $300 bundle for the Switch, so you guys can check it out. Also check out the other deals too. If you're not really a fan of Mario Kart, I mean, at $300 you can't beat that price. You can't beat the price and the free game. It's awesome. But if you I think still.
I mean, worst comes to worst, right?
Mm-hmm.
Buy the wait. It comes with a code. Comes with a code, not
right?
The
Yeah, it comes
game.
with a code. Yeah.
So get the Mario Kart bundle and sell it to a friend. Say, hey, here's my Mario Kart code. Give me $40 or whatever. Like, not even the full price of the game. You know?
Yeah, that's a good idea. Good idea, because then you take that money that you now have and get to a game you actually want.
Yeah, buy an actual good game. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Oh, the rage.
Yeah, that would piss a lot of people off. It's like, what? Mario Kart is the best game.
Exactly. That's another game that I don't want to see you in, I believe.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, Mario Kart.
Most games.
Mario Kart, I'm terrible.
We're being real. Most games.
Guys,
you want to see me in.
guys, if you guys are listening, the member to beat in Fanatics for Mario Kart, that's AJ. I'm terrible at Mario Kart. I have
realistically for like Smash Brothers, you gotta come at both of us. You know, like that's definitely a thing of like. Yeah. That's definitely that's the aim. If you're going after one of us, you gotta eat, because it's like you beat one and it's like, okay, whatever, you know, but you didn't fully complete the set.
Exactly.
You know,
that should be we should do that some way, like it's some kind of like members only. So it's exclusive.
Yeah, we're most likely going to do that. Where we have like. We'll probably rope in regular viewers too, but we'll dedicate the majority of the stream to facing members and games in general. You know?
And we got to make it extra hard. It's gonna be a tag team battle. You got to take it two of us. We got to be on teams. You gotta beat both of us. And that's gonna be, if you guys manage to do it, maybe we'll have
that makes it difficult.
Maybe we'll have
because then they gotta find either they gotta find a friend or they'll have a computer on their team. So that's not really fair.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. You and a friend of your choice. I don't know. We'll see how we.
They're freaking friends with Hungry Box or whatever.
Yeah, right. And I was gonna put. Nah, I'm gonna do it. Whatever. Remember when we beat Youngtown on?
Oh yeah.
I was like, whatever. I'm gonna just put them out there. That was crazy. I was like, yeah, we're freaking awesome. That was awesome. But yeah, so maybe if you guys are up to the challenge and you guys beat us, we'll have like a giveaway of some sort. Nothing major because we'll be kind of salty you beat us. So, but we're gonna give you the 50, but we'll give you a $25 Starbucks card.
Starbucks, that's disrespectful. I tweeted. This is unrelated. I tweeted that I've never been to Starbucks.
What?
Yeah, seriously, never been to Starbucks.
Wow.
I have no reason to go there.
I went there like 3 days ago.
Huh?
I went there like 3 days ago.
I've never in my life, never been there. Because I have no reason. I don't drink coffee. I gotta,
you know, I'm gonna take you. We'll
For
go.
what? Why? It's like you gotta try there.
It'll be a good outing. I'll take you. We'll go Starbucks this week.
I bet you take your first dates to McDonald's.
You can't win me over that either.
You're like, oh, I'm gonna take you some. I'm gonna treat you nice. I'm gonna take you to Starbucks.
Oh shoot, that's funny. But go on. I cut you off. What were you saying?
So I tweeted that I've never been in Starbucks, and somebody replied and was like, "I don't like how? How does?" I'm like, but like, how is that not like? Why is that surprising? You know, like
what? How dare you?
I don't understand how that's surprising.
That's
like
funny.
It seems like something very intentional that you would want to do. You know, like it's not like I've never been to a gas station or whatever. You know, like that would be like exactly. What? Like how do you avoid going to a gas station?
But if you just don't drink coffee, you don't drink coffee.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like I don't drink coffee, so I don't go to coffee shops. Go figure. You know, like, yeah. And then it's like they have other things, but yeah, who's going to go to Starbucks and just buy a scone or whatever? You know, like it's like right. I'm here for a cupcake and like.
Yeah.
All that stuff.
Though the breakfast is surprisingly good there. I will say that. The breakfast is surprisingly good. But I mean, Starbucks is expensive. You probably go to a nice mom and pop freaking coffee shop. And
see, but that's the thing. Good. It's not expensive. It's overpriced.
That's
the problem. Expensive is not bad. If it costs a lot and it's worth a lot,
$5 for right.
Yeah, exactly. But it's like I'm good. I'm good, fam.
That's pretty good. It's pretty good. I go there just to
meet the basics. That's what you're doing.
Yeah, basically. It's a nice social activity for me. I like to go out and, just
to talk to the screenwriters and
basically. I mean, so what do you got going on? And it's awesome. Q&A. Speaking of what you guys got going on, what's going on with you guys' brains? What questions do you have lingering that you want us to answer? As always, guys, make sure you ask your questions in the comments on this podcast episode. Ask them anywhere. Ask them on Twitter. Ask them on our YouTube videos to be discussed in the podcast. We would do that for you. Just ask them anywhere. Nathan Pratt goes on to say, most likely unannounced first-party Nintendo Switch games coming soon. What are they?
Well, we talked about Pikmin. Pikmin is, I'd say it's pretty likely. I'd say a Paper Mario game's coming at some point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's safe to say. Man, we talked about Animal Crossing and it came true.
Yeah, Animal Crossing already happened.
Don't question us ever again. No, but
I even said the time frame. That's all I'm saying. But that's all I'm saying.
Oh. F-Zero. Gotta put that.
I don't know if that's likely.
Gotta put that out there for Falcon because he's hoping he wants it.
I don't know if it's likely.
I want to give you false hope, Falcon, but I did.
Yes, you do. You do want to give him false hope. You want to give him false hope. What else is likely? I would say I want to get at least one more that's likely. Well, we're already getting a 2D Mario game. So I'm not that one's cheap.
Already getting 2D Mario game.
We're already getting Luigi's Mansion.
Right.
I don't know.
That's the thing. It's like because a lot of things would be things being
A
brought
2D
back.
Zelda game. That's what we're going to get. There we go.
Okay,
It's unannounced
okay,
and it's likely.
Okay. Yeah, that is definitely because. But okay, we'll put this out here for the Switch. Why not? Or the 3DS. Is the 3DS like? Are they still? That's still kicking? Are they still doing things?
They're like releasing like ports and stuff on 3DS, like low effort games.
Oh, okay. All right. Good. I love it. Meowth fan. See, I missed that.
You did it right this time.
I got it right last week. Got it right this week. Says, what other Wii ports would you like to see on Switch? And to add to that, what about ports from other Nintendo consoles? DS, Wii, GameCube, etc. I mean, we already have The World Ends With You on Switch.
Yeah, so
DS...
we're gonna this is a returning one because we did say
Okay.
we're gonna come back to like and do each console.
Yeah, I gotta say that kind of felt familiar.
So last time we did Wii U because Wii U was easy. So let's do Wii next. Wii games. I want the Metroid trilogy. That just makes sense. The Metroid Prime trilogy on Switch. I want. Put the No More Heroes games on there.
Skyward Sword, good.
Yeah, that too. That makes sense. I guess Twilight Princess, but that's more of a Wii U port, I think.
Mm-hmm. Right at this point, yeah, because like report of a Wii port.
Put the Mario Galaxy games on there because they already
Yeah.
have it on the Nvidia Shield, and that's pretty much the same thing. I don't know. I don't think the new Super Mario Bros. Game that's coming to Switch. I don't think that has the Wii levels in it, does it? I think it's just the Super Mario Bros. New Super Mario Bros. U and Luigi U.
It's those two.
So give us DLC with the Wii levels in it.
Yeah, that'd be cool. What's the WarioWare game for the Wii? You guys know that one?
Smooth Groove.
Smooth. Yes, that one. Put that on Switch. That'd be cool. And because we don't have we had one for the 3DS that came out recently, but where's the Switch love at? Where's the Switch love? Also,
give us a Cooking Mama game.
Also, how dare we forget Super Mario Strikers? Put that over.
Oh yeah.
That'd be cool because we haven't had a freaking one of those in the longest time, and the likelihood of them making a new one, I'm not so sure about that.
Give us. I don't know if they're going to do Wii Sports, but if you're going to do Wii Sports, Wii Sports Resort plus Wii Sports in one game, do that. Kirby's Epic Yarn is coming out on 3DS.
Mm-hmm.
But also put it on Switch. Why not?
Put everything on Switch. But they're going to say DS games are totally doable, but I rambled long enough. What do you guys want to see? And we already explained on that. I guess we'll come back next week and we'll do GameCube.
Right. Or DS.
Okay, DS. All right. Squandle goes on to say, I'm buying my neighbor's Xbox One tomorrow for $115 or €90, $115, which I think is an alright deal. What games do you recommend given I already have a PS4?
This is an off-brand question, but we'll oblige. Sunset Overdrive, I would say.
Yeah, Sunset Overdrive. If you're into shooters, pick up a Gears.
Yeah, also
4.
Halo.
Also Halo, yeah. Would you recommend Recore at this moment? I don't.
If you can get it for like $20, I'd say it's decent.
Yeah, Recore. Ooh, Cuphead.
Yes, Cuphead. Yes.
Yeah, Cuphead. Get Cuphead.
100%.
Yeah,
Cuphead.
Yeah.
I feel like racing games, Forza is decent.
Yeah,
the
Forza.
Ori games, Ori and the Blind Forest, and I think the Will of the Wisp or something like that. I think that's what it's called. I think that's out.
If you like repetitive stuff, get Sea of Thieves.
That's true.
Shoot.
But I mean, really, what you really want to do is just get the Xbox Game Pass or whatever.
There you go.
You have access to all their.
Boom. There you go. He got it.
So
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah, he's right. Get the Xbox Game Pass and you're awesome. my boy Falcon. No disrespect to any of you. I love you all. I
don't like him. No, I'm joking.
Falcon. says, not a question. Just want to say that I love the channel and website. You boys are doing a great job. Keep it up. Kind of wish there was a Wednesday or Friday video too, though. Thinking, hashtag F0NX, hashtag F02K19, hashtag Team Logan, hashtag Team Jess. Man, I mean,
in the future.
Yeah, in time, definitely.
When we have more time, which means when we have more money, which means when we have more viewers.
Yeah, exactly. Because that'd be awesome to be able to put extra content out for you guys to enjoy. And that'd be fun to just be able to put extra time into videos and make them freaking just
And the best way that you can contribute to that is by becoming a member. Click that join button next to the subscribe button, which you should also click on youtube.com/4.
And don't forget to ring that bell for notifications. That way you don't miss any single video.
So you can do more cool stuff.
That's right.
Okay.
Ricky Jamson is going to say, so apparently there's a spot in the menu specifically for cutscenes, the adventure mode of Smash Ultimate. So there's hope there will be more cutscenes than Sakurai leads us to believe. All right, here's my question. Favorite non-Nintendo game? Also, third-party game do you want most to be brought to the Switch that hasn't been announced yet?
That was a hard left turn. I'm thinking that the question was going to have something to do with that. Like, how many cutscenes do you think is going to be in the game?
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
So, I mean, first of all, in the first part of what you said, I think that would be cool. Give me like a good 20 minutes of cutscenes and I'm good. Because, the first game had like at least like 2 hours or something like that of cutscenes. Something ridiculous.
Yeah.
Something crazy. Exactly. So give me at least like 20, 30 minutes of cutscenes.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be over the top, but I definitely appreciate more than what was shown. But I mean, even if that's just like,
favorite non-Nintendo game. Does this mean game that's not made by Nintendo or game that is not on Nintendo?
That's a good point.
Because if we're talking favorite game that's not on Nintendo, probably Bloodborne? ? Probably Bloodborne.
I like, for me to definitively say this is like, I can't, because like this will change all the time.
Yeah,
but I'm gonna just throw out. They also say what third party. I'll say Kingdom Hearts for the latter, as far as third party that you want most on Switch that hasn't been announced yet.
Cuphead.
Kingdom Hearts for that. And as far as my favorite non-Nintendo game right now, I'd put Spider-Man on that. That's
Spider-Man also. But Spider-Man's not really, it's not a third-party game. That's a first-party game. But, well, it's a third-party. It's confusing. Yeah. It's not a Nintendo first-party game. It's a third-party game from Insomniac, but it's a first-party title because PlayStation owns it. Yeah, it's a whole thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, if we're talking about that, like favorite current that's not like, that's just not on Nintendo and it's not a third-party developer that owns the IP and all that stuff, Spider-Man. But if we're talking like just, which I guess in that way, well, since that's not the to answer the question about the third party, Cuphead. Even though Cuphead again is like, is that a first party game? Who knows?
Yeah, because like it's first party for Xbox, but
it's like it's made by that indie studio. That's like,
guys, specify your questions better.
Yeah, give us parameters.
Yeah. So don't let us wander with these. We're freaking end up doing that.
Or maybe you like us wandering. I don't know. Let us know that.
We're wanderers wandering. All right. So Gazentia Fox is another regular. Gazentia Fox. Are you a member? Is he a member?
No. How dare you?
No, I'm
joking. No, I'm joking.
Unsubscribe. No. They go on to ask. The adventure mode seems to be within spirits on the main menu, as well as providing in-game justification for replacing trophies with them. I was caring about spirits before the adventure mode trailer due to it looking like the replacement of events, which is a single-player mode I've liked in previous installments. I'm pretty much with you on Pokemon and Smash. If any franchises should be overrepresented on Smash, it's Pokemon and Mario.
Yeah, fam. As far as events, I don't think I ever I played them just to be like, all right, I'm checking them off on my list of things to do in Smash. But I'm not I know a lot of people that are like, like less competitive in that way.
Yeah.
Focus more on the single player content in Smash. I'm not one of those people. Most of my time with Smash is playing it online and like with friends and stuff like that. But I mess with events. I would say my first 2 months of having the game where it's like I just can't get enough of the game, I'm playing everything, So in that way I didn't really care because it is kind of a replacement of a lot of things all in one. But I just didn't care.
Yeah, I'm the same kind of way. It's like I don't really like events. They're cool. I just like you said. I play a lot of my online time, and I don't really dig into. I still haven't done like a lot of things like completing like get the the challenge mode and stuff like that. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that I haven't done in Smash Wii U. Like, but I never been one of those guys, anyways.
Yeah.
To be like, okay, I'm a freaking 100% this and beat this and
Right. And I mean, it's not really even set up for that. Like, like it's not a completionist game in that way. This is like those challenges are there to give you something to do for years. It's not supposed to be like this thing of like, all right, I have this game, I'm going to beat this game in the next month. It's like it's not for that. So it's like supposed to be like a leisurely thing, not something that you're like seeking to do in that way. But yeah, I don't really do that. If I'm playing Smash Bros, I'm like, yo, Logan, get on Smash, yo, like whoever. And in this case, it's going to be a lot of like streaming and stuff like that too.
That it is.
Which I feel like I'm probably going to stream a lot with Pokemon, because like if I'm going to play it, I might as well stream it.
Yeah, I'm excited for that, honestly. Now, I mean, for that, are we sticking to the same like Wednesday?
We're definitely going to do at least one like setup Wednesday stream. But okay. I'm saying like if I'm playing Pokemon, I'm probably going to stream it. So I don't know if you want to be there for that, but if you do, then come on over.
I was like, I'm just happy just kicking back and watching that.
Yeah, so.
that'd be cool because like there's a big story and everything else incorporated that. I'm like, oh sweet, this is awesome.
Yeah, so I think I'm probably going to stream that a lot. The Wednesday, I talked to a couple people that's like, add more days to streaming. And I'm kicking around the idea of maybe adding Friday. Friday seems like it makes the most sense because Wednesday just works for me. I don't know how well it works for you because you have your video the next day. But it works for me because I'm dope with my video. And then Friday works because all we do on Friday is this.
Right.
So I can stream before, probably before the podcast, like right before we record that. Or even we could stream that too.
We could, I was thinking, maybe we could do Saturday.
Saturday?
Would that be
possible. Good? That's possible. Yeah, we could do that.
Okay,
Let us know in the comments down below. Should we do Saturday stream?
Yeah, Saturday. So I think Saturday work out nice because like Friday we're recording the podcast like directly after directly to you I get off work. So then so Saturday being that I'd work but still being able to come home and we still have that it's freed up. We don't have to record anything. So I think that'd be cool.
Yeah, because that way we can add more like. We can do different things, but at the same time, stick to specific things when we want to. When we really want to play Smash Brothers, but we want to keep our streams varied, we have at least one day to be like, no, this is our day, but we're just going to play the same game. We're just going to keep playing Smash Brothers. But we still have those days of like, here's the new thing, if that's what you want,
Yeah. All right. So yeah, okay. I mean, look forward to. It's exciting to have streams finally, and you guys are really engaging with them. And you guys can hang out. Right now, 1 day a week, but soon enough, 2 days a week.
Yep, and then soon after that, possibly more. I don't know about more. I might dual stream the Sunday streams I do with Bob. So that's technically at that point.
All right. But that was episode 40. Thank you guys for tuning in and listening. And we'll be back next week for episode 41.
Okay, goodbye.
Wait. Before we go. All right, we made it to 40 episodes. It's the 40th episode, man.
That's like
that's
means like something. Older than me.
That means something. That means something. Because after we freaking at this episode, you know, we gotta thank you. Okay, thank you guys so much for you guys that always watch these, listen to these podcasts, and just been freaking engaging and asking your questions, and it genuinely cared about the content directly to you. And eventually, at some point, these will be video podcasts. So that way, you guys can see our ugly mugs as well as hearing our thoughts and yada yada blah blah blah.
Yeah, so you can see the death stare that I give Logan every time he talks.
Episode 40, guys, we made it. Whoa!
Yay, confetti.
Yeah. Bye, guys.
Goodbye.